Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, where today history is being written in the global financial markets. What we are witnessing tonight is nothing short of extraordinary. Confidence and truth are meeting in a way that the world has waited for decades to see. From Baghdad to Hanoi, analysts, investors, and everyday people who have followed these developments for years are on the edge of their seats. Tonight marks the moment when the long anticipated revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong is expected to transition from speculation to reality. The excitement is palpable. Phones are ringing off the hook, financial forums are lighting up, and banks are quietly preparing behind closed doors. This isn't just chatter or rumor, it's the culmination of years of strategic planning, international coordination, and economic evolution. Today, we explore every angle of this historic event, its significance for global markets, and how ordinary investors can understand the magnitude of what is unfolding. For years, people have speculated about the revaluation of the dinar and the dong, and the anticipation has been growing steadily. But tonight, everything aligns differently. Central banks, major financial institutions, and investors worldwide are on alert. There's a sense of poised calm, the kind that happens before a seismic shift in finance. The revaluation isn't merely a number change on paper, it symbolizes years of careful economic restructuring, meticulous oversight, and global recognition of fiscal legitimacy. While some may have doubted its arrival, tonight, patience and persistence are being rewarded. Financial systems have been quietly aligning, currencies have been monitored, and digital verification systems are set to confirm transactions safely. From investors to government institutions, the world is watching, knowing that once these changes take place, the ripple effects will extend far beyond Iraq and Vietnam, creating a precedent for other nations and currencies to follow. Iraq has been at the center of this global spotlight. Since 2023, the country has made unprecedented strides in rebuilding its economy. From tightening regulations to curbing illicit financial activities, the Iraqi government has worked tirelessly to restore confidence in its currency. By reforming banking operations, improving transparency, and implementing digital tracking for financial transactions, Iraq has created an environment in which the dinar can finally regain its long-deserved value. The leadership recognized that a currency revaluation isn't just about numbers, it's about credibility, stability, and international trust. Investors who once hesitated now see a country emerging as a serious economic player on the world stage. Tonight, these efforts are set to be recognized globally, bringing with them opportunities for domestic investment, infrastructure growth, and increased foreign confidence. Vietnam's story runs parallel in its own remarkable way. For over a decade, the Vietnamese dong has been undervalued to maintain export competitiveness. However, the nation's financial infrastructure has grown significantly. Investments in digital banking, blockchain integration, and AI-driven monitoring have modernized Vietnam's economy, allowing the dong to align with its true value. The State Bank of Vietnam has demonstrated discipline, stability, and foresight, tripling foreign reserves since 2018. By fostering a transparent, technologically advanced banking system, Vietnam has prepared the dong for a revaluation that reflects the country's true economic power. For investors and citizens, tonight represents the culmination of careful planning and innovation, a moment when the dong is poised to take its place as a credible, competitive currency in the global market. The synchronization between Iraq and Vietnam is not coincidental. Financial experts confirm that this coordinated revaluation is the result of extensive international planning. Central banks in both countries have worked alongside select European institutions to ensure that the transition is orderly, legal, and impactful. These coordinated moves are designed to occur quietly during settlement periods in the banking system, minimizing market disruptions while signaling a significant shift in global currency dynamics. This careful orchestration ensures that revaluation is not a chaotic event but a methodical step toward global financial stability. Tonight, the world is witnessing the precision and professionalism with which these two nations are executing one of the most highly anticipated financial events of modern times. Zimbabwe is quietly entering this narrative as well, offering a model for financial rebirth. After years of hyperinflation and economic struggle, the country implemented a digital gold-backed currency model in 2024, linking its currency directly to tangible assets. This initiative stabilized the Zimbabwean economy, restored investor confidence, and created a precedent for asset-backed digital currencies worldwide. While not as widely publicized as Iraq or Vietnam, Zimbabwe's model demonstrates that even nations facing extreme economic challenges can reinvent themselves through technological integration and responsible monetary policy. For global investors, the emergence of Zimbabwe's innovative financial system represents another layer of opportunity in a world increasingly focused on transparency, security, and asset-backed stability. Tonight is more than just financial news. It is a celebration of diligence, patience, and informed foresight. People who have followed the Dinar and Dong movements for years now have tangible proof that their patience can pay off. The revaluation reflects not just monetary growth, but also the restoration of faith in structured, fair, and transparent systems. Banks are carefully verifying transactions, logging digital confirmations, and ensuring that compliance is adhered to at every level. Investors are being reminded that true gains come not from rumor-fueled speculation, but from measured, professional action in accordance with established banking protocols. The anticipation, the waiting, and the meticulous planning have led to this critical global moment. For the US dollar, the dinar and dong revaluations do not signify a weakening. In fact, analysts suggest that these moves strengthen the dollar indirectly by creating more balanced and transparent global trade. When previously undervalued currencies reach their true market worth, global financial transactions become smoother, manipulation risks decrease, and the overall system benefits. Banks in the US and Europe are ready for this transition, ensuring that interbank settlements proceed without disruption. The result is a more efficient, cooperative, and stable global financial system where multiple currencies coexist in a way that enhances trust rather than competition among nations. The immediate implications for Iraq are substantial. A stronger dinar increases domestic purchasing power, allowing the government to invest more heavily in healthcare, infrastructure, education, and public services. Oil revenues, already a key driver of the economy, gain added impact as the currency's value stabilizes. This improved fiscal environment encourages foreign investors to consider Iraq as a credible investment destination. Economists predict that Iraq's GDP could rise by nearly 7% within the first year following the revaluation, establishing a strong foundation for sustained growth. This shift isn't only about wealth, it's about legitimacy, visibility, and Iraq reclaiming its position in the global economic arena. Vietnam, too, stands to benefit tremendously. With the dong realigned to a fair valuation, purchasing power improves both domestically and internationally. Exporters benefit from increased competitiveness, while citizens gain enhanced confidence in their savings and wages. Foreign direct investment is likely to rise, attracted by a more transparent and stable financial system. Experts estimate that Vietnam's GDP could also increase by around 7% post-revaluation, fueled by reinvestment from abroad and a stronger domestic economy. Beyond the financial numbers, the dong's rise represents Vietnam's evolution into a fully recognized global economic player, capable of engaging on equal footing with larger economies worldwide. Zimbabwe's contributions to this trend highlight the intersection of innovation and stability. By tying currency to tangible assets such as gold and integrating blockchain technology for transparency, Zimbabwe demonstrates that economic recovery can be both resilient and modern. Institutional investors are taking note, seeing the benefits of combining digital finance with physical backing. While the country's progress may seem quieter than that of Iraq or Vietnam, its long-term significance is immense. The successful model presents a blueprint for other developing nations seeking to stabilize their economies while fostering international confidence and investment. The financial and psychological impact of these revaluations is profound. For years, investors of all sizes have endured skepticism, delay, and rumor cycles. Tonight validates their persistence. It shows that global financial systems can reward patience, integrity, and compliance. While monetary gains are real, the broader achievement is restoring faith in fairness, transparency, and economic potential. This evening isn't just about numbers changing, it's about setting a precedent for how currencies, markets, and global investors interact moving forward. The world is witnessing a transformation in financial culture, emphasizing cooperation, accountability, and long term planning. As the clock approaches the moment of revaluation, financial institutions operate with calm precision. Internal rates are being adjusted, settlement systems are being synchronized, and compliance teams are ready for immediate verification. This preparation reflects the professional standards of modern banking and ensures that the revaluation occurs smoothly. Customers, investors, and institutions can have confidence in the process, knowing that every step follows established protocols. Tonight exemplifies the combination of careful planning and technological support required for such a significant financial shift. The announcement of these revaluations marks a turning point in how emerging currencies are perceived globally. Historically undervalued currencies like the dinar and dong were dismissed by large financial players. Tonight, however, those perceptions are changing. With legal backing, central bank support, and technological integration, these currencies are gaining credibility on a scale never seen before. This change in perception encourages cross-border investment, improves trade fairness, and highlights the role of emerging markets in the global financial system. Investors and governments alike are now taking notice, recognizing that patience, discipline, and reform can yield remarkable results. Tonight's celebrations around the world reflect more than just excitement, they signify acknowledgement of the meticulous preparation behind these changes. While forums buzz with speculation, banks and financial authorities operate quietly and professionally to ensure compliance, safety, and fairness. Redemption centers, specialized branches authorized to manage large foreign exchanges, are fully staffed, ensuring that every transaction meets regulatory standards. This professional approach underscores the legitimacy of the revaluation process, reassuring investors that this is a genuine, structured, and transformative event rather than a speculative occurrence. The broader economic implications extend beyond Iraq, Vietnam, and Zimbabwe. By setting new standards for transparency, regulation, and asset-backed growth, these nations influence global financial norms. Other emerging economies can now look to this moment as proof that disciplined reform and strategic planning yield international recognition and investment. The revaluation also signals that technological integration, blockchain verification, AI monitoring, and digital banking plays a crucial role in modern currency management. As a result, tonight's events serve as both a milestone and a model for financial systems worldwide. For individual investors, tonight represents a unique opportunity and a lesson in financial discipline. The revaluation process is not rushed, and those who act impulsively risk errors or losses. Instead, accurate record-keeping, verification, and patient engagement are rewarded. By adhering to proper channels and maintaining careful documentation, investors can maximize the benefits of the currency realignment. This approach reinforces the importance of transparency and diligence, ensuring that participants in this historic event engage safely, legally, and profitably. It is a reminder that responsible financial behavior pays off in transformative ways. The coordination between Iraq, Vietnam, and supporting global institutions demonstrates that currency revaluations are complex but achievable when approached systematically. Central banks, regulatory bodies, and technological platforms must align perfectly to ensure success. Tonight, the smooth execution of these measures confirms that global financial cooperation is possible, even between countries with vastly different economic histories. This collaborative approach strengthens international trust, encourages investment, and reduces the likelihood of market volatility. It's a model for how nations can work together to achieve shared prosperity through careful planning and mutual respect. The impact on domestic economies is immediate and measurable. In Iraq, government programs and public services stand to benefit directly from the stronger dinar. Infrastructure projects can move forward with more reliable funding, healthcare improvements can be implemented, and education and workforce training initiatives can expand. Similarly, in Vietnam, citizens will experience greater purchasing power, better access to goods, and more investment opportunities. Both countries demonstrate how currency revaluation is not merely an abstract financial concept, but a tangible tool for improving lives, fostering growth, and solidifying long-term economic stability. The celebratory mood is matched by caution among experts. While the revaluation is historic, it comes with responsibilities. Investors and institutions must act ethically, comply with regulations, and avoid speculation-driven behaviors that could undermine the process. Maintaining order, transparency, and integrity ensures that the benefits of tonight's events are lasting rather than temporary. This careful balance between celebration and discipline reflects the professionalism required for successful economic transformation, reminding participants that opportunity and responsibility go hand in hand. The symbolic significance of tonight cannot be overstated. The dinar and dong revaluations represent not just a shift in numbers, but a shift in perspective. They mark the recognition of emerging economies as legitimate, respected, and capable contributors to the global financial system. For Iraq, Vietnam, and Zimbabwe, this is a validation of years of hard work, strategic planning, and reform. For global investors, it is a moment to recognize the potential of disciplined, transparent, and asset-backed financial systems. The world is watching as a new era of currency legitimacy unfolds. Tonight is also a testament to the power of patience and vision. For decades, many skeptics dismissed the potential of the dinar and dong. Yet, careful planning, persistent reform, and international cooperation have brought these currencies to a pivotal moment. Investors who maintained faith in the process now see tangible results. This story reinforces a critical lesson. Transformative change in the financial world requires time, strategy, and adherence to professional principles. The revaluation isn't just about immediate gains, it's about long-term legitimacy, trust, and the creation of sustainable economic systems that benefit entire nations and their people. As global markets close and banking cycles prepare for the day ahead, the world is witnessing a unique synchronization of financial systems. Internal rates have been adjusted, settlement windows aligned, and compliance protocols enforced. These preparations ensure that the transition is seamless, minimizing disruption and maximizing confidence. Tonight, technology, professionalism, and coordination converge to create an event that will be remembered for decades. This careful orchestration exemplifies how modern finance can operate efficiently while maintaining integrity, security, and transparency across borders. Finally, tonight's events highlight the collaborative nature of global economics. Instead of competition, we see cooperation, shared value, and mutual recognition. Iraq, Vietnam, and Zimbabwe serve as examples of how nations can rise through reform, technology, and strategic planning. Investors worldwide now have a blueprint for understanding and engaging with emerging markets. This historic moment demonstrates that financial systems can evolve responsibly, creating new opportunities, ensuring stability, and honoring the principles of transparency and accountability. The dinar and dong revaluations are more than numbers. They are a celebration of global cooperation, economic vision, and the power of disciplined, innovative financial strategy. Tonight is a night of transformation, celebration, and reflection. The revaluation of the dinar and dong is confirmed, and the world is responding. Investors, institutions, and governments now have a clear signal that patient planning, reform, and innovation can lead to tangible success. This moment is a testament to the power of persistence, foresight, and global coordination. As financial systems, markets, and citizens absorb the implications, one thing is clear: tonight is historic, and its impact will be felt for years to come. It is not just about wealth, it is about the restoration of trust, legitimacy, and the beginning of a new chapter in global economics.